Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll. Yesterday we tried a 5-die lotto strategy that didn't work out as best planned because of how re-rolling works and the payments when we have all-in for lotteries. So today I'm going to try and see if we can do a slightly more refined 9-dice lotto setup and see if we can come anywhere close to beating my current high score. So, first of all, we're just going to gather up a 97 or 2 on our first die. Now, logic tells me I should be buying this immediately because it's a really good bonus to have. But part of my brain feels like 387 is like way too expensive at this point, just in the number of rolls it's going to take to get us there. But, you know, we'll test and see how that comes out in a minute, but for now I will jump up to when we come up to at least 197 and see how we're doing on rolls. So we got to first 97 fairly easily, and then I was going to wait until I had a reroller on every face before carrying on to the next tier of shop, and we got to 95 before finally getting that final reroll. So we're not going to get the other face to 97. I think that would be superfluous. So we'll upgrade, reroll, ignore all of this, I think. Upgrade again. Yeah, the very early reroll addition did not seem to hurt us too badly in any particular way. Right, 50% chance at 100 lottery. We want to farm those up immediately. Then at this tier, the other things that I would normally get is 6 times rerollers for the center, although for the center we already have them, so we can put them elsewhere for now, and a multiplier for that center, or for at least the 97 on that center. Times 2 is not great. I'd rather something a bit larger, but these extra 50% chance at 100s are great because we're going to need at least 7 of them, I think. There's add face value to itself. Don't need those. We've got re-rollers on everything. Am I wrong? Do I normally look for a multiplier on the next tier of shop? Well, there's a times 4, so apparently not. Give me that times 4 on the 97, and then I think we're ready to upgrade again. Up to the next tier of shop, take our free reroll. Now, things we want to build here. First of all, we're going to want to set all faces on that center die. I say, yeah, that's cheaper than this, so we'll do the setting of the die first. Then we will buy the shop refresh adder, because we want to get that set up on something that's going to re-roll a lot. This die on the right is already set to re-roll twice, so I'll start putting those there rather than up top where I would normally start. Then we also need a void, or 3. So we'll pick that up while we're staring at it. That's going to go right there. Then the rest of this we don't need. See what else we can find at this tier of shop before picking up the final tier. More voids, of course, but we might as well take BOGO for what is about the cost of a void. And it might make the void free or something else useful. It made a die free, which we do not want. So I will take the void. That's going to go on here as well. That made a right sum arrow free. Well, I shan't ignore it. And I'm actually going to spend the money to swap this up to the top. And whilst nothing else is doing with it, we'll spend the free stuff there. Give me one more 4x on another one of these 97s. Then we still want another void, yes. But I would like more shop refresh adders for up top, really. So I put that one there because that's the ×2 roll. So I guess this one's going to go here and it's just going to have to look a bit ugly. The rest is not stuff we need. There's another 50% chance at 100. There's another BOGO, so we'll start there. I don't think we need the clover, but if it's cheap, we can get it for ourselves anyhow. And with double BOGOs, all sorts of stuff is getting discounted now. Just mustn't get too attached to all this stuff on the right because that's all going to get cleared off eventually. The rest of this is not stuff we want or need immediately. There's another BOGO and a shop refresh adder. We'll be taking both of those. Now, of course, we want stuff to reroll universally as well. Avoiding the weights because the weights will ruin scoring and universal bonuses for us down the line. And we don't want to have numbers increase by 3 every time we roll fewer than 6 dice. We need more of these. Now, we are actually going to need to buy some dice at some point. I'd kind of forgotten that bit, but we need 60... We need 9 dice. So we need to purchase 4. And if we have 9, there's a passive that treats all of our dice as if there's 5 times as many. But if we have 9, 9 times 5 is 45. That doesn't make 50. So I don't think this is worth going after unless we're doing an 16 die run, which we're not currently, so we'll pass on that for a moment. Question is, if we have to buy 2 dice, which type of dice do we buy? Probably lottery dice if we have the choice. Let me take another 10x. Because I think we have one that's not 10x'd over here. Then we can add 10x's elsewhere whilst we're at it. The number 89 is fairly inconsequential. Then I definitely don't think we need this yet for the scoring. Lucky rerolls we probably do want for our lottery theme down the line. Pick it up fairly cheaply. Don't want any of that stuff though. Again, don't really want any of this stuff either. Oh, we'll buy a 77 die because we need our die of all 50% chance at 100s to be next to 7s or 77s. So that is a great choice. Then why not grab another clover? I'm going to... 6 times 5 is 30. 33 is technically higher than that. But we can make this be a bigger number later. And I guess we'll stop one of these being a 97 and make it a 2 times previous roll instead. Right, 6 times reroll in triplicate we absolutely want, and I think I want it up here first for the rerolls. Probably should have spent more money than I have, considering the value of stuff at the moment. We don't need more voids. We don't need to swap the faces of where anything is located. The left-right sums aren't going to be that big a deal, I think. I guess we'll start buying them. I need more dice to put things on. I guess I can put them over here. Because the middle row is going to be all lottery stuff for slot machine, but we could have a bottom left and a bottom right, or a top left and a top right of those later. Reroll in triplicate we'll now put on there. We could add a void die, put that below. Because we're going to want the main scoring die, a die of all 7/7, all the 7s, a die of all 20% chance at a quarters, a die of all 77s, a die of all 50% chance at 100s, a die of all 10 times previous rolls, a die of shop refresh adders. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our dice. Then we have 2 more, which can basically be an all left arrows and an all right arrows, pointing to something that scores somewhere, perhaps. There's a lotto die, so let's buy that. Then we can buy a left sum. Put that in place of this. I'll take a doubles bonus for 1. I'll take a run reroll to get it out of the pool for 1. I'll take another clover just because. I didn't take a void die yet. I think we want a void die eventually. There's lucky 7s. We absolutely want that. That is crucial to our strategies. Then more left sums and right sums. I guess this is just getting nominated to be a right sum or a left sum die. And then we'll have to move it down a rank after we've bought 9 dice. We don't need more clovers. There's a void die though. Get me a void die. Then we'll have to put something big and exciting on that face, but we'll worry about that later as well. So we have 1 more die to purchase because we'll get 1 more through our upgrades. Right, if we're going to have this and this full of them, we need another sacrificial die. So a die with random values 1 through 99 seems as good as any as a sacrificial die. Then we're going to put the sums on that. We need to move the other ones across and just do some general jiggery pokery. There's a shop refresh adder. Grateful to see it. There's the all quantities times 5 I was speaking of. So if we'd have had 9 dice, 9 times 5 is 45. 45 is less than 50. And the bonus that you can get is for having 50 dice or more. Square bonus for 9 dice we can take, because that's 3 squared. There's another arrow sum face. That's going to come up here. The other one will get moved across. 10x on a numeric face. We might as well start filling those up with any bonuses that we can. We don't want to buy more die because we'll get one more here. More arrows. More multipliers. Numbers less than 13, not so bothered about. Numbers divisible by 5, also not really bothered about. Right, we could take no 99s and just increase everything by 300%. Then we're going to swap this face off to there. Ready to move that in a moment. Then I think we're probably ready to think about upgrading to our final tier of shop. Right, what else do we want? We definitely want 20% chance at a quarters. I'm just going to have to fill up somewhere else with those for now. We want universal rerolls. We want all the other lottery stuff we need. We could put a 2x on the void die. That would be a totally applicable thing to go there, I think. Especially because it's free right now. When you have less than 6 dice, we don't anymore, so we can buy this and get it out of the pool. There's Passive Hunter. I think we're going to want that. I have no idea what our scoring potential is. Our scoring potential, however, is sufficient. There's another 20% chance at a quarter. No 7-7 or the 7s yet, which is a problem. But more shop refresh adders are very welcome. Let's take double highest die. That can't be a bad thing. Right, we can move. Well, none of this is ideal, is it? Let's just do it simply. These 50% chance at 100s needs to be next to this 77. So we can swap this to there. Rest of this, not stuff we need. Although we could get a 4x multiplier instead of a 2x multiplier up there. That's twice as good as I understand it. 50% chance at 100. Well, we're going to want to move one across anyway. From here to there. And then we can buy one more. That's a full dice of those. Square numbers getting an extra 200%. That will apply now. The glue I would love to work on here, but we don't have a universal reroller at the moment. But I guess because we don't have any loss of cash for buying those, we'll just do it anyway. There's universal rerolls, no weights. 74 million. Nothing that we can buy here is going to greatly impact our scoring potential, so I think we just go straight for that. That did not take long. Another right arrow. 5x multiplier, sure. We've just got a universal reroller, so we don't need another. Move a die, though, we do need to do now. So the plan is, if this is going to be all lottery stuff, this is going to be all the 7s. It's like Futurama. How many head swaps do we need to get everything where we want it to be with the body we want? Some of you will understand that reference. This is all lotteries. These two must be next to each other, so this one is just kind of a dud. Then we want the void die to be here. We want the left die to be there. We want the right die to be here. Let's just put this there for now. They'll all get there eventually. Of course they will. We've got a good number of rerolls now as well. Single set of a kind will pick up for 56 million. Nothing else I can see here that we want. Factor 18 multiplier we can get because that's going to double our scores. We don't need stuff to reroll in triplicate because we have universal reroll in triplicate. Shop refresh adder I'll just throw on there because we don't really need the clovers for anything. I'm not going to get any Yahtzees. We could end up with a triple. 20% chance at a quarter goes on there. Finally, we find all the 7s. We'll start with a BOGO, then all the 7s. What's our sacrificial die for all the 7s then? If this is going to be left arrow, right arrow, void, that's going to move down to here. I guess it becomes this one. We just need to move a bunch more stuff around. Right, there's slot machine. We definitely want that. As well as probably top 3. And 20% chance at a quarter goes over there. We can move a single face, but I don't think we need to. Buy a 10x. These can now go on lottery faces. Another one of those can join its friends down here. We'll keep the 50% chance at 100. That's one that we might actually be able to benefit from in this strategy. 2x multiplier can go anywhere. Would love to see... Oh, there it is. Combined face multipliers. That's going to allow us to then slowly build one of these two up to 99x. This we can take just to get it out of the pool. Then we'll grab prime number bonus, doubles bonus, x2. I was about to say, I haven't seen any 10x multipliers yet, but 10x previous roll right there gets rid of this 2x. Run length multiplier we can buy just for having. Clearly we just got a very big roll whatever happened. The rest of this stuff, though, we don't need and isn't of any cost spending if we wanted to burn our cash somehow. There's a die of all arrows of one side. So at some point we're going to want another die of all 10x previous roll multipliers. So I think that's going to have to be this sacrificial die eventually. So we'll take off the clovers there. We can take immunity dies. We can take weight bonus heavy. Just gets them out of the pool, gets us more rerolls. Don't need any of this. Need more stuff to move our dice around, really. Not seeing nearly enough of that. Right sum arrow. Nearly full over there as well. There's move an entire die. So then we're going to swap I haven't thought this through at all. We need this. Yeah, we want this die there, but we want that die there. We want that die here. This does not help me. Just put the arrows there for now. We'll move that as swiftly as possible. That'll help. So stick this here between the arrows. Give me a 10x previous roll multiplier. There's all in as well. 10x previous roll multipliers are joining this die. Are we ready for all in? This is a great question. The result of all lottery faces will be multiplied by 10. When all lottery faces in a roll are a failure, lose all banked points. I think we are ready for all in, because we have lucky sevens. It's the one with the clover. 40 clovers that are orthogonally adjacent are worth 77 points. Lottery faces that are orthogonally adjacent to a 7 or 77 are twice as likely to be successful. So a 50% chance at 100 becomes a 100% chance at 100. I'm going to buy a 10x. It's probably going to be... Oh, no, not super expensive. I'm going to replace this 4x here. That one is glued. That makes all in free. And why not get one exclusive multiplier somewhere? Somewhere relatively inconsequential. Then maybe we'll pick up another one later. A couple more movers. We can also continue to try to get this guy up to 99. Do I want glue anywhere? Got that glued. These are all going to be the same. Maybe just on the 20% chance here that's got the times 10 on it. Single set of a kind bonus, absolutely. And take that. Grab a wild, but I'm not sure where in all of this we'd actually put it. Non-standard faces can receive bonuses. We absolutely want that. Need some big rolls to get it though. There we go. 20% chance at a quarter. We don't want to go there. We want that to be 50% chance at 100. Got plenty of rerolls to work with. There's move a dice. So once this goes there, I think that's everything where we want it to be. 10 more X here. There's a 7-7, all the 7s. Now, I think I want to put it here, but we need that to be a 50% chance at 100 to do that. Do we have a 50% chance at 100 spare? We do, so we need to move that over to here because that one's full. So buy this, put it on there. Then we need to move one of those over. Then we need a 50%, 7 all the 7s is what we need next. We'll find it eventually, I'm sure. This we want to keep trying to get to 99x. So 7 all the 7s. We want this whole die to be 7 all the 7s eventually. Do we get rigged machine yet? That's slot machine. That's all in. Rigged machine is all the dollar signs, isn't it? We don't have rigged machine yet. Okay, that changes some things. We still need rigged machine. There it is. Right, that was a very big roll to get us that. Right arrows we do not need any more of. 5x we can put on here. Now stuff getting real expensive. 10x more. Gets to 80. $10x more gets to 90. $10x more gets to 99, which is what we want. So we're looking for a 7 all the 7s. Add previous roll to rolls is great. Prime number bonus is not going to be relevant for very much longer, but for a minute it will be. So if that's on times 99, I guess our next candidate for that is going to be this getting up to times 99. I still think we have enough of the right arrows, we just need one more left arrow. Yahtzees we're never going to get. Still looking for more 10x previous rolls as well. There's that last arrow we wanted. Hold on, have I been dumb? Can I see the arrow? Replaces a die face of your choice with a right sum face. When rolled, this face will have the value of the sum of each face to the right of this die until reaching the end of the row, or another left-right sum face. If pointing at a left sum face, all die between the two will be multiplied by double the quantity of dice between them. Okay, so if there's only one die, it will be doubled. I thought it was going to be multiplied by the number of dice in between, and so the value is just going to be times 1 of itself, which doesn't gain us any actual benefit. But that is not the case, which is good. So looking for the lottery faces we need. Looking for more 10 times previous roll multipliers. We can swap a face now that we have rigged machine. Do we have a spare 50? No, we moved them all off of this die, didn't we? But we can take one of these, put it there, and now our score is going to be extreme, I should imagine. Lottery bonus 800%. Absolutely. Very, very big gains. Times 5 over there. Lottery failure reroll. I think we probably want to pick that up. We don't need to move any dice anymore. 5x more multiplier on here. Five times more on there. So we're still looking for a couple of 7/7 all the 7s. We're still looking for one more 50% chance at 100 to fill this gap here. And more 10 times previous roll multipliers. Well, there's that to cover this. And with a bit more rolling, that. So those will always make a pair when rolled. Do we want to add the die quantity to stuff? I mean, we're only adding 9, but that was a very large roll. Can we deconstruct that? So on the second roll, 40% lottery success, 4.E19 times 0.25 times 10 plus 800%, 9.1 to the E20. Just on that one face alone on the second roll, which is very good going. So we're still looking for 10x previous roll multipliers on this corner and possibly getting one of these somewhere. Question is, where would I put it? Replaces a die face of your choice with an exclusive multiplier. When rolled on all rolled dice, only one exclusive multiplier is rolled. The single exclusive multiplier will have the value of all wilds and total roll multipliers, plus 200% for each other exclusive multiplier in play. Not sure where that would best go, really. Because if we put it here, if we put one there and try to get that one to show up, and then put another one down here and try to make it not show up, it would take value from the quarter rolls, 20% chance at a quarter, and it will have 200% extra of that value. But the 10x that we have is 10 times the whole roll. So I'm not really sure. Although the 10x of the whole roll might not be able to multiply these. Only this. I am not sure. I could sit here deliberating all day, but I wouldn't even draw a correct conclusion, I'm sure. We don't actually want any more 7/7 all the 7s, which is fine. We'll take 5 more there to get that closer to 99. And with a 5x and a 4x, that gets us to exactly 99, no waste. So we want a 50% chance at 100 on that, just to try and help the rigged machine along. I'm just wondering if I would rather this 77, obviously it has to be next to the 50%, but would I rather this be benefiting this, or would I rather this be benefiting that to be 40% chance of success? I'm not sure, because this is giving this to be 100%, and after this rolls 100%, this is guaranteed. So I guess we're never losing out on that roll in this capacity. What other faces do we want multiplied up to times 99? Can't do this guy. That won't accept it. Can't do those. We could either start on another one of these, or we could get 100 times 99 guaranteed because of the 77s. Sure, why not? In an ideal world, they just have all 99s on them, wouldn't they? %50 chance at 100. We pick up for that. That's exactly what we wanted to see. Then what else do we want? Just this to be full of 10x previous rolls and to work on our multipliers, I guess. Maybe something eventually like stop production might help us, although I'm not totally sure. I think there's also a 500% lottery bonus passive we don't currently have yet. We have 800%. But I think there's a 500% one out there somewhere as well on top of that. So we should keep our eyes peeled for that as well. And I have no idea if we can even expect to beat my high score with this build, but we'll find out. We're not even halfway through our rolls yet. So that's quite extreme. After we get this 50% chance at 100, which is guaranteed to roll all the way up, I have no idea what we're going to target next. There's 2 of these, so we'll make sure we buy the more expensive one first. Wait for a very big payout. We do get the other one for free, which is lovely. Fewer than 6 dice bonus is no good to us here, although it's so cheap comparatively, we might as well get them out of the pool. Plus 5x more for that guy. That's all we want out of that shop. Yahtzee bonus is no good to us. Doubles reroll is not what we need. There's another 10x. So now we have to decide if we're going to get that other thing, one of these, somewhere else. Places a die face of your choice with an exclusive multiplier. When rolled across all dice, only one exclusive multiplier is rolled. When across all rolled dice, that makes way more sense. When across all rolled dice, only one exclusive multiplier is rolled. The single exclusive multiplier will have the value of all wilds and total roll multipliers plus 200% for each other exclusive multiplier in play. So what if we had one there with glue, and then one in a bunch of other places where other things are glued? So if we buy this, which is incredibly expensive apparently, and put it here, glued, then we need to find more of those and more glue. 4.1 is bigger than 2.3. 10x is going here, then glue. If we can get a big roll, please, thank you. So this one is glued. We want everything else on other dice to be glued. Now let me just check. Add glue to a die face of your choice. When a face with glue is re-rolled, it gets stuck on the glued face. For all following re-rolls, replaces or replaced by attached re-rolls. So if I glue this down, we can have two glued faces there. So if we glue all of those, could we have 1x things on basically all the other dice and have all the other faces of that dice glued? If so, I should have been buying all of the glue I've seen up to this point, basically. So now we're just on glue and exclusive multiplier. Look out. It's going to get harder now that we've destroyed our shop refresh adders though. So since we have one on this die, we want to focus on gluing this first. What's most expensive here? The 7 is more than the 4. I was wondering if I'd ruin my scoring potential with this plan. But it seems like we can still get some lucky rolls every now and again. Definitely don't want to accidentally put glue on a face that's already glued. That would be a huge waste of money. No weights, 100% bonus. Definitely one that we want. And there's a huge roll up to E24. Don't think we want any of this. No weights. If across all rolled. We don't have any numbers, do we? Oh, we have 77. We definitely don't want to break that. That would have been disastrous. None of this we need. More glue. So that whole one is glued on its non-essential faces now. We don't need any more 50% chance at 100s. Those are all fine. So now we basically want to glue like 5 of these and put one of those on the last spot. We'd have to find one first, and all the glue in the world. I can afford this, but it's like, I guess it's not as much as I'm thinking it is. That's at 99, this is at 95. We can't do this. We can either do the lotteries, or we can do the 77. I guess we do the lotteries, right? More glue. So we're going to start gluing up the left-hand side die faces. More glue, all of the glue. Never used so much glue in my life. Of course, it's all well and good unless we find one of the things that we're looking for to put on the non-scoring face. There it is, E24, 7 point. Oh, we got to E25. I was like, 3 isn't bigger than 7, but we went up to E25. So I'm going to stick this there and look for one more glue. Reroll bonus, 50% extra. Absolutely. If you please. There's another exclusive multiplier. We could put it over here, but none of that is glued yet. We only have 14 refreshes left. But hey, I think my record is like E26 or E27, so why not go for broke here? just need the very big payouts, I guess. 800 rolls to go. Right. Now I'm worried if we buy this, we're never going to be able to afford glue again. But we'll do our best. So now we just want glue and the lottery bonuses if we see them. So you get glued, that's a good start. Reroll for 100% bonus on E26 if we can get it. Absolutely. E25. So many rolls don't really get us any score. E26. How big on E26 is this? 2.9. So we need to double our score still. Now we have the problem, the debate of if I can afford this thing, do I even buy it? Are we going to be able to recoup this much score in the last 144 rolls? Because this is basically, it takes us down to near zero for what we have right now. I say near zero, E22. Feels like near zero. We can't even afford this glue. I just want to know if there was still a lottery bonus we're missing. I was sure... Oh, there's no weights 200% we still don't have. Not that we'll ever be able to afford that. Oh, what, E26 again? I don't think we're going to get to E26 again. No. So there were definitely a few passives. No weights 200%. Is there another lottery bonus we don't have? I feel like there is. Maybe I'm just forgetting things. Yeah, no weights 200% would have been great. But that's all she wrote. We still got back to E26, which is not a bad place to be. My high score, previous high score 2.2 E26. My current score 4.1 E26. So that is a new record for me in this patch. Even if we missed a bunch of the other passives and stuff that could have increased our score. Puts us in 57th place. Tell me in the comments if you see your name in the bunch. But for now, that's going to be all. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put them down below. Otherwise, come over to the Discord. The button's right there at the top of your screen. You'll find me and a whole host of other lovely, far more well-versed role players than me over there as well. Hope you're having a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.